Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Divine Guidance, a space especially made for all of you. I'm not sure exactly who this message is meant for, but the energy behind it has been incredibly persistent today. It is one of those readings that feels like it's been waiting for the right moment to finally surface, almost as if everything has been building toward this point for a long time. Interestingly, the title of this reading came through to me before anything else, which doesn't happen often, but when it does, it usually means the message is very clear and intentional. The theme that came forward is that the universe itself is making it impossible for this person to forget you. To them, it almost feels like you have cast some kind of spell, but what they are actually responding to is your energy, your presence, and the impact you had on them. What's coming through strongly here is a complete reversal of roles. The dynamic between you has shifted dramatically. This is someone who originally showed up as a player, emotionally unavailable, not interested in commitment, very comfortable, keeping things light and surface level. They may have been charming, smooth with their words, confident in the dating game, and skilled at keeping things casual, but you saw through that from the very beginning. You recognized the mask, the charm, the performance. You sensed that it wasn't the full truth of who they really were, and beneath all of that, you felt something deeper, a genuine connection, a potential soul level bond that could only exist if both of you showed up honestly. What this reading suggests is that you didn't meet a lover, you met a player and left behind someone who was awakened emotionally because of you. Your energy shifted something within them, and now the tables have turned in a way they never expected. What keeps coming through about this connection is just how spiritually powerful it truly is. This doesn't feel ordinary at all. The energy points towards something extremely rare, possibly a twin flame type bond, a divine counterpart, or at the very least, a soul connection at a very high level. I'm also being drawn to how you appear together on a physical level. There is something about the way you look side by side that just fits. For some of you, there may even be subtle similarities in appearance, though that won't resonate for everyone. But when people see you together, it naturally makes sense to them. You may have even heard comments from others about how good you look as a couple, how strong your chemistry is, or how natural your connection feels. This bond isn't just felt by the two of you, it's visible and tangible to those around you. There was also an intense physical attraction here. The chemistry between you was powerful, almost electric, so strong that it filled the space around you. Other people could feel it too, even if nothing was said. The issue, though, is that this person misunderstood what they were experiencing. They initially interpreted all of that pull, all of that magnetism, as something purely physical. Their soul was trying to guide them to see deeper, to recognize the spiritual meaning behind this connection, but at the beginning they resisted that. They chose to stay on the surface. You were someone they found extremely attractive, very much their type, but they didn't immediately understand that this went far beyond appearance or physical desire. At first, they approached this connection casually, the way they might approach any other romantic interest. There is a sense that they assumed it would be temporary, a fling, something short lived, but the contrast between you was clear. While they were focused on the physical, you were focused on the soul. They were trying to see you on the surface, while you were trying to understand who they truly were beneath it all. It feels like they wanted things to move very quickly, in a physical way, driven by habit and old patterns. Meanwhile, you were far more interested in exploring the emotional depth and spiritual purpose of this connection. This difference in approach created tension, almost a quiet frustration on their part, because you weren't engaging in the same fast paced, surface level way they were used to. What I'm also picking up here is that this connection may have gone through a phase of quiet tension and frustration, especially around physical closeness. It feels like you held a very clear boundary Or at the very least, you consciously slowed the pace. You could sense that this person was trying to approach you in a casual, surface level way that didn't align with your truth. There was something about their energy that felt inauthentic to you, almost like they were falling back into that player mindset, and your intuition simply won't allow you to meet them there. Because of that, what they intended to be casual completely failed. The energy you carry does not allow you to be treated like a temporary experience. Anyone who comes toward you with light intentions ends up far more deeply entangled than they ever anticipated. There is something about you that pulls people into a soul level connection, whether they are ready for it or not. And for those who try to keep it shallow, it tends to backfire. For this person, that's exactly what happened. But it didn't happen overnight. This wasn't an instant realization. This has been a slow unfolding, a gradual process that for some of you may have stretched across months or even years. After realizing they couldn't treat you like a fling, they attempted the opposite approach, trying to forget about you altogether. I'm seeing friends around them, encouraging them to move on, to let it go, to distract themselves. They may have even tried connecting with other people, entertaining other flings, or immersing themselves in dating just to get you out of their head. But the message that keeps coming through is very clear. You are the one who won't leave their mind. Eventually, there is a sense that they stop trying to replace you. What's even more surprising for them is that meeting you permanently altered the way they experience romance, intimacy, and connection. They genuinely can't go back to dating the way they used to. When we say reformed player, it's not just symbolic. They tried to return to their old patterns, keeping things light, detached, and surface level, but it simply didn't work anymore. Your energy stayed with them, even without commitment, even without being in a defined relationship. You remained present in their thoughts, shaping how they connect and what they feel capable of. And that's the part they never expected, that someone they never fully claimed would end up transforming them so deeply. What's interesting here is that you likely never even asked this person for commitment, and yet, on a deeper level, they feel bonded to you anyway, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's as if something within them has already chosen you, even if their actions didn't reflect that at the time. This connection feels unavoidable to them now, something they can't outturn or deny, because they delayed recognizing the true depth of what this was and failed to honor it when it mattered. The energy between you shifted, the roles reversed. In the beginning, they were the one keeping things casual, while you approached this connection with sincerity, care, and a deep sense of respect. You gave generously of your time and your energy. You truly invested yourself trying to understand the bond, nurture it, and give it a real chance to grow. I'm hearing that you were willing to put everything on the line. You didn't hold back. You showed up fully, heart open, ready to build something meaningful. But this person resisted meeting you at that level, and over time, that resistance, that lack of respect for the connection, left a mark on you. It hurt, it made you feel undervalued. What's powerful here is how that pain transformed you. Instead of chasing them harder or trying to prove your worth, something within you healed. You reached a point where disrespect no longer triggered pursuit, it created distance. When someone fails to honor your divine energy, you naturally detach. That emotional neutrality, that apathy, is not coldness, it's growth. It is a clear sign of how far you have come on your healing journey. And now the energy has fully flipped. This person is the one consumed by thoughts of you. I'm strongly picking up obsession here, not just emotional, but mental and spiritual as well. I'm hearing tarot, astrology, divination. It feels like they are searching for answers about you, trying to understand what this connection means now that it's out of their control. They're looking for clarity anywhere they can find it, because what they once took lightly has become something they can't stop thinking about. It feels like along the way, this person may have started encountering concepts like soulmates or twin flames, and I'm sensing that they now associate those ideas with you. In their mind, you are no longer just someone from the past, you have become the embodiment of a once in a lifetime connection. There is a strong sense that they see you as their divine counterpart, someone they believe they were meant to meet. I'm also picking up on a desire to reverse time. They seem to wish they could undo their earlier choices, rewrite how they handled this bond, and approach you again with a completely different level of awareness. It's as if they are longing for a fresh beginning, one where they show up correctly this time. From your perspective, though, the energy feels very different. Many of you have reached a state I would describe as divine detachment, not emotional numbness, but a peaceful neutrality that comes from deep healing. This apathy didn't arise because you stopped caring, it arose because you learned to honor yourself, your soul, and your worth. When someone fails to treat your energy as sacred, your spirit naturally pulls back. I'm also sensing Aries energy for some of you, strong self respect, independence, and the courage to choose yourself without guilt. This is a reminder for someone that your detachment is not a loss of love, but a reflection of how aligned you have become with your higher self. At this point, I'm going to reshuffle the cards and look deeper into what this person is currently thinking and feeling, as well as how this situation may unfold. What's coming through is that there isn't just one outcome here, there are multiple possible paths forward, and which one unfolds will depend entirely on what you choose next. Let's begin by looking at what's going on in this person's mind and heart right now. What comes through immediately is a very strong, singular focus. Their thoughts keep circling back to you again and again. It's almost like everything else fades into the background. You are the center of their attention. With the Ten of Cups energy present, I'm picking up a vision of long term happiness. I'm even hearing thoughts around lifelong partnership, marriage, emotional fulfillment, a shared future. And this is striking because this is someone who once avoided the idea of settling down altogether. They carried that free spirit forever mindset, the type of person others assumed would never commit, never marry, never slow down. But something shifted when they met you. You completely changed their perspective. Where they once believed in keeping things light and surface level, they are now imagining something deeply meaningful. With the Two of Cups and the world coming through all together, this feels like mutual recognition, a sense of this is my person. They see you as someone they could truly build with, not just a relationship but a life. For some of you, this could even extend into shared goals, creative projects, or a family vision. The energy here feels very fated, like the universe intentionally brought you together. I'm hearing I have never encountered anyone like you before. There is also this powerful feeling they get when they think about being with you, a sense of expansion. When you are in their life, they feel limitless, capable of anything, as though there are no boundaries on what they could achieve. You awaken something in them that goes far beyond romance. You make them believe in a bigger version of themselves. When they think about being with you, there is a deep sense of wholeness that comes through. You ground them in a way they didn't even realize they were searching for. I keep picking up this thought from them. I never imagined love could feel this safe, this complete. Being around you makes everything feel more real and settled for them. At the same time, there is a heavy layer of regret surrounding these feelings. They are very aware that they mishandled this connection in the beginning, and that awareness weighs on them now. They are unsure whether you would even be open to moving forward, especially knowing how things started. Deep down, they know they didn't honor this bond the way it deserved from the start. Looking further into their mindset, there is a strong sense of disappointment in themselves. With the Six of Wands energy reversed, they feel like they dropped the ball, like they failed when it truly mattered. The Fool reversed adds to this, showing recklessness in how they approached you. They now recognize that they treated your energy too lightly, without the care it required, and they deeply wish they could rewind time and do things differently. Even though their feelings have completely transformed, they are afraid the damage has already set the tone. I'm also getting that they have lost interest in dating altogether. Connecting with other people just doesn't appeal to them anymore. I keep seeing friends encouraging them to go out, meet new people, go on dates, things they used to enjoy before you came into their life. But now, everything else feels flat and uninspiring in comparison. No one else holds their attention the way you do. From your side, though the energy feels very open ended, with the Two of Wands upright, there are clearly multiple paths available to you. For many of you, I sense a turning away, not necessarily because of bitterness or out of bitterness, but out of growth. You may be looking toward a different future altogether. Some of you might have already met someone new, or at least opened yourself to connections that feel respectful and aligned from the very beginning. I keep hearing the phrase, someone who sees my worth right away. And if that's how you are feeling, that choice is completely valid. You are standing at a crossroads now, and whatever direction you choose will be guided by how much you have learned to honor yourself. I always encourage you to trust your inner guidance and choose whatever feels most aligned with your soul. For many of you, that alignment may currently look like turning your attention away from this person and this connection, not out of anger but out of self honoring. It feels like you may be moving forward toward someone new, someone who carries a very different energy. I'm picking up King of Wands type qualities here, a person who is confident, direct, emotionally clear, and upfront from the very beginning about what they feel and what they want with you. At the same time, the energy of this reformed player is still very much present. This is someone who now genuinely wants to offer you something long term and meaningful. What's coming through strongly is that they won't fully release this connection unless they receive a very clear answer from you. If they haven't already, it's likely they will come forward with a direct offer, something unmistakable, something serious. It feels like the only way they would truly step back is if you were to clearly and firmly say, no, I'm not interested, and I won't be in the future. And even then, while they would respect your choice outwardly, inwardly, this would become a lifelong regret for them. They now understand that you are not someone who comes along twice. In their mind, you are a once in a lifetime soul. I'm also getting the sense that if there were even the smallest possibility of reconnecting someday, they would wait years, a lifetime even. The word that keeps surfacing is desperation, but not in a needy or unhealthy way. It's more spiritual than that. Their soul feels desperate for one true opportunity to show you who they have become, to prove that they can love you properly, not as the player you once met, but as the devoted partner they now want to be. With the Seven of Swords reversed, there is an energy of truth and exposure here. Masks have fallen, games are over. They are no longer trying to hide from their feelings or from themselves. What's very clear is that you have awakened something in them that no one else ever has. No past connection, no previous relationship, no other romantic interest has ever made them feel the way you do, and they know it. As I reshuffle the cards, what comes through immediately is something very unique about your energy. It holds this person gently, not in a way that traps or limits them, but in a way that makes them feel safe, grounded, and deeply loved while still completely free. In fact, I'm picking up that they feel more free with you than they ever felt on their own. This is significant because this is someone who resisted committed love for a very long time out of fear of losing their independence. Commitment to them once felt like restriction, but with you, that belief collapsed. You are the first person who made them feel more authentic, more themselves, and more aligned with a higher purpose just by being in your presence. The Devil reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, and the High Priestess together tell a powerful story. It feels like you broke them out of a cycle they were stuck in, something heavy, limiting, or unconscious. For some, this was a pattern of shallow connections and emotional avoidance. For others, it may have been an addiction, a self-sabotaging habit, or a repeating negative loop. And for many, it was simply spiritual sleep, moving through life disconnected from deeper truth. Your presence disrupted that cycle. You woke them up. There is a strong sense that you acted as a catalyst, almost like a spiritual liberator. You didn't force change, but your energy made it impossible for them to remain the same. In many ways, you shattered the illusion they were living in. You showed them that life, love, and connection could be deeper, more meaningful, and more aligned than anything they had known before. Now, with the Nine of Cups reversed, they are realizing something painful. They may have damaged or even lost what feels like a once in a lifetime wish. They see you as someone sacred, rare, intuitive, deeply connected, very much embodying High Priestess energy. You entered their life, awakened them spiritually, and now they are standing in that higher awareness, looking back with regret at how they treated you when they were still operating from a lower level of consciousness. Judgment shows they are doing a lot of soul searching. They are reviewing their past actions, replaying moments, holding themselves accountable. There is a self criticism here, but also growth, and with the Ace of Swords upright, there is complete clarity now. No confusion, no denial. They fully understand what you were to them and what they failed to honor when they had the chance. They are awake now, but the awakening came after you changed everything. This person has recently experienced a major internal shift regarding your connection. With the Ten of Swords upright, it feels like a definitive ending has taken place. The version of themselves they once operated from is completely gone. Old habits, old patterns, old ways of living and loving have been laid to rest. And what's significant here is that this transformation was catalyzed by you. Your presence marked the end of an era for them. However, with this ending comes a pause. The Two of Swords shows a crossroads. A decision now stands between you. The question isn't about what they want anymore, it's about what you choose. Do you open the door again and allow this person the opportunity to show you who they have become, or do you turn your focus forward toward a new path, whether that's a different kind of love, a different person, or even a period of independence that feels more aligned with your soul? There is no wrong choice here. Each path holds its own lessons and blessings. What matters most is that you allow your intuition to guide you fully through this decision. Trust what feels peaceful, expansive, and true for you. That's the strongest message coming through in this moment. For now, I'm going to gently close this reading, but I don't feel this story is finished. Energy suggests there will be more clarity and unfolding in the future messages. If you feel connected to this thread and would like to stay aligned with any updates that come through, you are welcome to subscribe and be part of this conscious, intuitive community we are building here. I'm wishing you clarity, peace, and alignment as you move forward, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the next reading. Thank you so much for today.